Welcome back, everyone. Coming in hot, Sportscast, episode 8. We got a couple things to talk about today. As you know, you see me in this Miami Heat shirt, meaning we are in the Eastern Conference Finals. Just to let that be known to this man next to me named Bryce here, that was not in the Eastern Conference, or even in any type of conference finals. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to go over the NFL schedule that came out. Finally, we got some nice Week 1 matchups. We have a full year of a schedule. We won't go over that, but some of those key matchups that stand out. So stick around with us. We're going to knock with tonight is our heat up. I know, again, we introduced it 2 episodes ago. Just a kind of refresher there, there's a 90-second ramble of maybe some teams, some players, things like that in 90 seconds that we just kind of shoot between each other. And today is going to be about some of these teams that have been in the NFL offseason that's added talent, that has a lot of hype around their team. And we're going to see if they're Super Bowl contenders or they're pretenders. And we're going to go through at least 8 teams, try to get 8 teams. Again, it's only 90 seconds, see how many we can really quick. And we're going to tell you if they're a contender or we think they're pretending and not going to make it, right? So I'm going to start off. So Broncos.
I'm going to say pretenders. I mean, yeah, they have a good offense and everything, but it's their first year under Russell Wilson. I don't think they're going to do it. They'll make it to the playoffs, but not Super Bowl.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Ravens.
The Ravens, I saw there's talking about finishing 14-3, easily into the playoffs. Lamar's coming back. I say they make a very, very strong chance of becoming a Super Bowl champion. Yeah. Let's go with the Saints.
No. It's really Jameis Winston. He's
they're a
holding them
pretender.
back. I don't think it's pretender. They just signed Jarvis Landry. They got a really good receiving core. It's just him. If they had a high-caliber quarterback, it'd be a different story.
Okay.
What about Rams?
Rams, they went to it last year. I don't see why they can't at least make a nice run this year. I know they lost OBJ and Von Miller, but I still want to say they're a contender. I say they're nice contenders to the playoffs or to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh yeah, every year they're a contender. So I'm gonna say contender regardless. You got Patrick Mahomes, easily top 2 quarterback in the league. So it's like, I think even losing Tyreek Hill, they're definitely a contender.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Miami.
Miami. You already know I'm a Miami Heat fan. Miami Dolphin fan, but I still think they are pretenders. I don't think they'll make it to the Super Bowl. They make a nice run, but I don't think they'll make it to the Super Bowl there. Although I am a Miami Dolphin fan. Cool. Yeah. So that was our little heat up there. Kind of get into a fresh little welcoming into our podcast. So as we got done with our heat up, we're going to segue into the hot topic here.
So again, our hot topic, our weekly hot topic, you can just go through what's going to be the hottest thing in sports right now, other than, again, like you said, the Miami being in the Eastern Conference Finals. There is also the Western Conference Finals, so,
Y'all in it?
Huh?
So the Clippers are in it?
No.
Oh, okay then. So
Did I ever say this?
I'm just saying.
Why you
I'm just,
Did I ever say it? Did I ever say it?
I'm just saying.
Did I ever say it? What's the score right now?
We here.
What's the score right now?
We here. Regardless, we here.
Right now.
Regardless, we
Right
here.
now? That's all I want to know.
Regardless, we here.
Anyways, hot topic. Last week, they finally launched or released the NFL schedule. So we have all the NFL schedule. We're just going to hit on week 1. Just some big games that are going to kick off this crazy season that after probably one of the biggest off seasons that we've ever seen. So it's going to kick off this next season. So what is one game that you really think that is just pivotal in the first week that you're really excited to see, watch, kind of set the tone?
In week 1, it's a primetime game. It's a Monday night football game. So of course it's still week 1, but it's Monday night. But for me, it's the Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
I got you.
Which are kind of cool to see Russell come back, play in Seattle against his former team. I already know where the way that teams or that game's going to go. Yeah. But I see that being a really cool game for the first season. Again, Russell coming back, playing against his old team there. Seeing how Russell is with the Broncos now to see if it's okay, yep, here's a fluke, or as you said, they might be a pretender. We'll see about that. And honestly, again, there's a lot of teams, and I would say my second cool, a nice game I would like to see is the other primetime game, which will kick off on, I believe, Thursday. Thursday night, and that's the Bills and the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big team too. I can't stand the Bills, so I love to see the Rams kick that ass and get the Bills their first L of the season. But those two games kind of stick out in my head. I'm like, man, I cannot wait to watch those. Week 1's going to be crazy regardless. But those two teams and those two games, man, like, I mean, it's
a tone setter.
You better sit there and wait and just be like up to the TV. They're both primetime games. Of course, you know, everybody wants to play prime time.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, man, the first game of the season, you got these two powerhouse teams, and then the last game of week 1, you have these other teams. I think it's a nice shakeup.
They didn't waste any time with having Russell go back to Seattle. It's first
game of the season.
You gotta figure out what you got going on.
Yep.
And I think that's gonna be, you know, it is again, say it again, a tone setter to what the very first game of the season is gonna be like. Now you are facing Drew Lock, which we think is gonna be.
That's what I'm saying, right? We kind of know the end result of that game.
It could be different. You never know. Maybe Drew Lock has a little bit of moxie because it's Drew Lock's old team.
Yeah,
true. You know, people forget about that. Drew Lock came from Broncos, so maybe he wants to beat the Broncos just as much as.
You're not lying, but he's going. Russell's going back to Seattle,
right?
So his team. Is he going to get a nice welcome? Is he going to get some boos?
He's going to get a nice welcome.
You know, I think so too, because it wasn't so much of him like leaving on a bad note. It was just kind of like, oh yeah. It was kind of like, welcome back. So happy for you to be here type thing. So,
and I agree with you on the Buffalo and Rams. I mean, that's.
Man, I hope the Rams kick that ass, bro. I mean, I stand the Bills.
It's
gonna be
in
LA,
right? It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a high offense, high scoring game.
Oh, for sure.
It's for
sure.
But you got easily again top 3 quarterback as in far as Josh Allen, and you got reigning Super Bowl champions in the Rams. It's just
and put some respect on Matt Stafford's name. Stop playing with that man. He's at least a top 5 quarterback in the league. This man just brought these people to a Super Bowl. I'm just saying. No, don't get me wrong. Yes, Josh Allen is in 1 or 2 in the entire NFL. He is a very good quarterback.
Josh Allen is at this age.
I said 1 or 2.
Exponentially better than Matthew Stafford.
I would again. How many rings does Josh Allen have?
How
many rings did Josh Allen have?
0.
How many does Matt Stafford have?
1.
Okay.
How long has Josh Allen been in the league?
I don't give a hell.
It took Matthew Stafford to go to a different team and.
What is already told 13 years in there with 12 years with the sorry ass Detroit Lions. Then he comes over to LA and wins the championship his very first year.
Hey,
you're telling me this man is not even a good quarterback?
Hey, all I'm saying it took him this long. Again, I would definitely choose Josh Allen over Matthew Stafford any day.
No, oh hell yeah, I would too, for sure.
But that game alone is gonna be crazy.
It is. What about you? What kind of stands out in that first week one? Is like, oh man.
The first one, I'm actually, I don't know if I'm more excited than anything in all of them is the Las Vegas and Los Angeles Chargers. Again, get to see what Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, all this team, how they mix into really a maybe Super Bowl favorite in the Los Angeles Chargers with who they brought in, who they signed, Khalil Mack, Justin Herbert coming off a crazy year, healthy Keenan Allen. You can't. That's just gonna get a high-power, high offensive game. Their defense is good too because again, like I said, signing Khalil Mack, but I just can't see that. I cannot see that being a 3-point
game. But not only do they got
Khalil,
they got Jackson, which is a CB on their team.
Right.
Again, you have a healthy Derwin James coming back. Harris, their defense is nice, and like you said, their offense having a top 5 quarterback in their offense as well as Justin Herbert. It's
Austin Eckler. It's just it keeps on going. But then you go on the other side. You got Waller. You got a very good, solid Derek Carr, the best wide receiver in the league.
Jacobs in the backfield.
Right, Jacobs with Keenan Drake. Yeah. It's just there's so much power in both of these teams. I'm excited to that one. And if we switch over, I'm excited also about Kansas City and Arizona. Again, another high offensive team. Get to see, of course, Kansas City thinking they kind of didn't do what they were supposed to do last year, so they're kind of going for revenge.
They got some. They added some weapons, right? You don't have Tyreek Hill, but you got Juju.
Right.
Nice little addition there. Not huge, but nice addition there.
Yeah, just something.
See how that plays off.
But you still have again top 2 quarterback. You still got best, arguably the best tight end. A hell of an awesome offensive line.
Yep.
Clyde, what's the name? Clyde Edwards-Helaire, running back. And then Arizona, they're gonna try to figure out with losing DeAndre Hopkins. They're gonna try to go in, but gaining Marquise Hollywood Brown. So maybe Arizona, who started undefeated the first couple games of the season, maybe they want some revenge. If we did not finish how we wanted to. We got knocked out the very first round of the playoffs. It's continuous, and Kyler Murray doing all that drama during the offseason and him finally getting signed for
Yeah.
what he needed to be, he has to perform.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's going to be those 4 games that the 2 that you did, the 2 that I did.
Right.
It's a great week 1. Of course, I mean, I'm ready to see, of course, Cleveland play.
I'm about to say that,
you're
like,
ready to see
touch
Miami
on your
play.
team. So you guys got the Panthers the first week.
yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think it all depends because right now, as we're speaking, I think still the NFL is talking to Deshaun Watson.
Right.
Oh, so we don't know if he's going to be suspended. We don't know if it's going to be for the 6 games. We don't know if it's going to be for the whole season. As continuous as that. If
I'm talking about it, right? Just the first game.
if it's a whole, what's what I'm talking about? If it's a whole thing and Sean's there, I'm excited about it because again gets to see. I call the new Browns. You have what is it? They are expected to be very, very exciting. Carolina, I don't know who's going to be the quarterback. Is it going to be Matt Corral? Is it going to be Sam Darnold? I don't know. Are they going to struck the world and freaking draft Baker Mayfield? Like Baker Mayfield, I was telling you, and Baker Mayfield have a pickup. Right, and Baker Mayfield have a revenge game, which would be crazy. I'm just excited because again, it's. I think it's a dub. It's Carolina, even if Deshaun's not playing.
Beforehand you were like, "Oh, it's an easy dub."
Yeah.
So you tell me once you get Jacoby Brissett, because that's your backup.
That's what I'm saying.
You're still
Even
win?
if Jacoby, even if we have Jacoby, it's still
Pretty confident, sir.
I am.
It's the NFL. Like, again, you can't
It's
really
the
put
NFL.
teams
It's the NFL.
past people.
But we have a better offense than them. I won't say by far we have a better offense than them, and our defense is just better than them.
Okay.
So I think it's
In Carolina, think about that.
In Carolina,
you know?
I am. And
We got the Patriots first week. The Dolphins do. We swept them last year. We played them the first game of the season last year and the last game of the season last year.
Yeah.
We beat them both
they
times.
didn't play their last player, did they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Did they?
Mac Jones started and everything, picked his ass off. Look, I can't stand the Patriots. But, again, this is the NFL. I think we could win the game coming off of a season where, again, we were kind of not living up to our potential. But in Miami, have Tua, have all these additions we have. And we added Melvin Ingram as a defensive end the other day. Our defense is going to be straight up nasty. Got 3 running backs in the backfield with Edmonds, Mostert, and now Sony Michel.
Mm-hmm.
A receiving core that's going to be one of the fastest, if not the fastest in the NFL. Come on now.
Hey, I'm not saying.
Wait till November 13th, boy. November 13th, the Dolphins and the Browns play. Which we already know the Dolphins are going to win that one. But regardless, in Miami too. But we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, so week 1, we cannot wait. It's approaching super quickly. There's still a lot of people out there that hasn't been picked up. We'll see if that kind of changes with the teams there. That adds,
and we gotta go through
matchups.
Preseason too.
Still preseason too,
But
but
see how they perform.
this first week's going to be something that's going to, it's going to set, like you said, going to set the groundwork for the NFL.
And it's probably the biggest season yet.
Oh yeah,
This is
with
the biggest season
all
yet.
these. They said this because this was the biggest off season of NFL in a very long time.
The biggest season.
It's going to be something. It's going to be something crazy.
I'm excited because again, it's what we've been waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, we get to see what all these teams are made of. What you said, the additions, the draft picks.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a lot. But that's the hot topic. Hopefully, we'll continue to go through different weeks. Maybe bring up some games. Of course, keep you updated on other teams picking up people. I feel like that's gonna, again, like he said, change the scope of things, and we'll keep you updated on that. But so now we're gonna go to NBA, as he was saying, the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals. We are finally into those parts where whoever wins out of these 2 finals will finally go to the finals.
The finals.
The finals. So in the Eastern Conference Finals, you have Miami and Boston. And
who is it again?
In Miami.
Miami Heat, baby.
Miami and Boston, who is losing 58-48 at the time being. So of course Boston beat Milwaukee in 7, and then you got the Heat
7.
In 7, yeah.
7. How did it all the way to 7?
It's crazy.
Yep.
Hell of a game. Hell of a series.
That
was just great. I think that was probably the best series that we've seen. And then you had the Heat beating the 76ers in 6.
Yep.
6.
4-2.
Right. People were saying, if Embiid would have played all this, all that, James Harden, but
Played the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Still beat that ass.
So at the end of the day, the Heat and the Boston are in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we'll get to that in a second.
Let me just say one thing about the Eastern Conference real quick, because of course the Boston Celtics won, but they went to 7 with the Bucks team that didn't have one of their main players in Chris Middleton.
True.
He still had to go 7.
True.
Still had to go 7.
You know why?
Just let you know one thing. I still had to go 7. Yes, you have Giannis. That's nice. That's only one player. That's only one player. I'm just gonna let you know one thing. The Heat are an entirely different team.
Then you cannot say because y'all lose Kyle Lowry, it changes the difference of the thing.
I'm not saying it doesn't change the team, but you're saying the only reason
You literally just said it changed the team. You said because Chris Middleton was not playing, it changed the team.
So that's what but you're saying that the reason why it went 7 is because they had Giannis. Was the only.
No, I'm saying it went 7 because you have Giannis, of course, and other players.
Right, but I'm saying if they would have had Middleton, would it win 7? I don't know. That's another shooter on the team.
This is a Boston team that's heavy right now.
I don't care.
There are no holes in that Boston team. There are no holes in that Boston team.
Wow.
No
Okay.
holes.
I'll put it this way. The Miami Heat are in the Eastern Conference Finals again since 2022. We're already there again, right? Went to the finals in 2020. Excuse me, 2020. We went to the finals and the Eastern Conference Finals. We're back in here in 2022, 2 years later, back in the Eastern Conference Finals against the same Bucks or the Celtics we played, right? We played the Celtics in the playoffs. Not in the Eastern Conference Finals, but the playoffs. Because that block on Bam or that block on Tatum.
Didn't y'all get swept last year to the Bucks?
Last year, yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2020 we played.
Last year was in 2020.
But that's what I know that. I'm just saying.
Oh.
But with that being said, you just said we didn't have Hal Lowry for at least the last 2 games, and we won still without Lowry. I don't give a fuck if you want to tell this man he ain't relevant. Oh, he irrelevant. He doesn't score that many points. Anybody that's actually an NBA fan, please comment. I know my boy Steven commenting.
He did.
This man, Lowry, I'm not saying he might not score 20-something points a game, but he's a veteran player. This man has went to the finals, won championship games. He is a nice assist player, actually a two-way player. He's nice defense. But you're telling me he's irrelevant because he doesn't scores as many points as Tyler Hero. They put a statue of this man outside the Raptors Stadium, and you're telling me this man's irrelevant?
He was there for a long time.
So this player's there for a long time and they put a statue in front of their...
Hey.
No.
And because he did win a championship, but I think that championship...
What?
And he won a championship,
Yeah.
But I think because of Kawhi Leonard, he added a crazy element to that team. Also,
I don't care.
With your fancy computer there, look up Kyle Lowry's last 5 games and tell me if he went off.
I'm not okay. I can tell you right now, as a Heat fan, he didn't go off.
How many assists
and
did
I'm
he
also
have?
going to tell you one thing as well.
How many
So
assists did he
Kyle Lowry has not played the potential that he usually plays with. I understand that. Now listen.
You literally proved my point.
But on the Raptors, he was that guy on the Raptors. You had Van Fleet. You had Kawhi that one year. Now he's come to a Heat team that's loaded with talent. So of course he's not gonna be the main player out there on the court.
Then how is he big then if he's
because
not the main player?
He is the main point guard on our team. He's the point guard on our team. He has the leadership, the veteran leadership. Again, he is the facilitator of our defense. He runs our offense. He is when Kyle's on the floor, they have to pay attention to him behind the 3-point line. So they have to do stuff like that. So you're telling me again, just because he doesn't drop 20 a game, maybe 25 a game, just because he didn't make those points, he's not a key contributor to the Miami Heat.
Again, look at his last 5 games.
Bryce,
I'm not telling you he's not. Also, if he is such a pivotal person in y'all's game, why do y'all keep winning games?
Exactly, because our depth is disgusting.
It's not your depth is disgusting. It's not your depth is disgusting. It's because Kyle Lowry isn't that great. He's not that great right now in the Heat. His season has not been that great. Is he a great player? Maybe. But this season, he has not, like you said, not performed like Kyle Lowry does.
Up to the other season, but you're telling me...
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
But the reason we are number 1 in the East is because of Kyle Lowry's contributed to our team. Now, is he the main reason why we're there? No.
You literally just said the
main
main reason we are in the Eastern Conference Finals is because college contributed to the team. You just said, is he the main reason?
What? We're number 1 because of what he does with the team. Him, Jimmy, and Bam. Them 3 and PJ.
Jimmy,
I'll put PJ in there.
Your bench. Kyle Lowry, again, is a good player, and he has his couple games where he is great.
Bryce.
But there...
Bryce.
Bryce. Yo.
I'll take Kyle Lowry over Jaylen Brown. I'll take Kyle Lowry over... I wouldn't take him over Jason Tatum. Don't get me wrong. I'll take over Jaylen Brown. I'll take him over Marcus Smart. Anybody on the... I'll put my big 3. So again, Lowry, Jimmy, and Bam. I put them over the Celtics 3, which is, arguably...
Tatum, Brown,
and Smart.
Oh my.
Well, also, I don't know about so much Smart.
That is just... You're talking out of your ass.
Who would you take... So you wouldn't take Bam over any of their centers?
Or you just he's not a center's not in their top 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Jason Tatum is a walking bucket.
He's a shooting forward. Same as Jimmy Butler.
Yes,
so
I'm choosing Jason Tatum over Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
I'm choosing that. I'm damn sure choosing Jaylen Brown over Kyle Lowry. Now, Bam
Fuck.
and what you call it, you know, they're kind of different. You do have Marcus Smart, who just won Defensive Player of the Year and can score. But if again, you haven't done it yet, I'm still on Lowry.
His last 5 games, again, he was hurt the last 5 minutes he played.
Then go back to the last 12 games then, if we're talking about the last
and
12 games.
And what are you looking at? His scoring contribution?
I'm looking at his scoring, I'm looking at his assists. And then you have other people who come off the bench and are performing.
Oh, our
more
bench
than
is
him.
nasty.
Now, don't get me wrong. You said that his veteran aspect, but yes, how far does that go?
Because far.
Does it score points? Does it score assists?
I mean, it gives. So he didn't play for the last 3 games, right?
Right.
And we won all of them. So the other one
Again, proving my point. He's proving my point.
Right, because our depth is disgusting.
No,
right?
he's not great. Keep up.
Not great.
Read these ones that he played, Spencer. He played 30 minutes against the 76ers.
Hurt. But yes, he did play 30 minutes. Hurt.
6 points.
Correct.
3 for 10.
I know, but I'm just saying that's
0
one
for
game.
6 from the
That's
3
one game. That's one game.
Okay, then go to the next.
Hold on.
I'm not finished.
Okay, Bryce, I understand.
Go to the next game.
Bryce, he's hurt the whole entire time.
Then why is he
I'm telling
playing?
you. He's hurt.
Then why is he playing?
Because Bryce, why did Baker Mayfield play in the season? Why did Baker Mayfield play? But why did he play?
We're going to a whole
Why did he play?
You're getting upset because I am literally
Why did he
my
play?
point.
You guys my question? Why did Baker Mayfield play?
Kyle Lowry said, I'm going to play.
He didn't answer my question. The reason why Baker Mayfield played because he wanted to help his team win games. And that's why Kyle Lowry played, because he wants to help his team win games. Anyway,
we're gonna talk about 10 is helping win games.
So let's go to his 2021 when he played for the Heat, right? The only season he played for the Heat, he averaged 13.4 points a game, which again is not compared to his 2020 season. He had 17, right? Again, I understand this isn't a season. 7.5 assists a game, but that's not a knock comparing to Bryce. Bryce needs at least 10 or more to look good.
What's his field goal percentage?
44%. But look at all these other ones. Where? 20. When did he win the championship? 2016, 20, like all these 2018. He hasn't shot over 50%.
But he's also
entire
scoring
career.
17.2 a game.
That was in 2020.
19.4 a game.
Yeah.
So again, you're proving my point that Kyle Lowry has not been the person y'all wanted to bring in.
I think I said that.
Season.
I think I said that earlier.
This season.
I think I said that earlier.
Then what are we arguing about it then?
I'm telling you, because Kyle Lowry is a nice piece in the Miami Heat. Right now, again, if he doesn't play this entire series, we're in trouble. We're in trouble without him in this entire series. Yeah. But anyway, we'll get off that series because obviously you're just a Miami Heater or a hater for some reason. I don't know why you hate the Miami Heat and hate Lowry for some reason. I think it's just salty because your team's not in the playoffs.
Speaking of facts.
But we'll see how that one goes. Again, it is against the Celtics. I think again it's going to be a tough series, and we might even go 7. I still had the Heat coming out of that one.
Sure going 7.
I didn't think we'd play the Celtics. I thought they would be playing the Bucks. Very shocking for me. So I'm kind of 50-50 because I did say it was going to be the Heat and the Bucks in each Conference Finals, and then I had the Suns and the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, and we're going to talk about the Western Conference Finals because it's the Mavs and the Warriors instead of the Suns. So that surprise you?
Very. I mean, well, for one, it surprised me how bad Dallas beat the brakes off of
the last game of the season?
Not only game 7, but all the games. If you keep on going through, I mean, one was like 126 to 90 something. It was easily I think only one game was really close. Everything else was just multiple blowout games. I mean,
let's see. So, if you look past game 1, the Suns won. Game 2, the Suns won by 20 points.
And that's when Luka got mad.
Yeah, game 3 came and Luka 103 to 94. I mean, that's still what, 9 points?
Yeah.
The Mavericks beat them in game 4 by only again 10 points. So that's not a huge one. The game 5, they
110 to 80.
Richmond, the Suns won that.
That's what I'm saying. But
the game 6
to 86.
So honestly, the Mavs only beat them really big by one game.
And game 7.
Oh yeah, game 7.
123 to 90.
The last 2 games they killed them.
Yeah. Like you said, I saw Phoenix go again. The first 60-win season in their franchise history. Devin Booker easily all-time. He's all-time NBA right now. He's probably gonna be voted first ballot, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul, he said point guard, things like that. And they have a good bench. And then you have I won't say a horrible team, but Dallas Mavericks, who are really their only bright spots, are Dinwiddie and Luka, and maybe other little people like in the inside. But compared to the star power of Ayton and
right.
Payton
Booker,
and all these people, and compared to this, now don't get me wrong, Luka is one of the biggest stars coming up right now. I was watching the game and he just makes ridiculous shots look easy. He's been playing professional leagues since he was 16 in Europe. But them coming out of that, because they came out of that, I think they have a slight chance at upsetting Golden State. Golden State is for sure still the dynasty. They still have hella hot firepower with, of course, the big three. Now with Poole, I call them now they have three.
Dang, so you really have the Mavs beating them? Or
I don't say
them?
there's a chance. There's a chance. Do I want Dallas to win? Yes.
Me too.
Because Golden State, I'm tired of winning.
Me too.
Now they did have a sucky season last year,
right?
But
they didn't have Clay last year.
Yeah, exactly.
We knew that Clay was going to come back and play this year.
Yeah, he's a pivotal
Yes.
piece to that thing.
Yes.
So I don't think it's gonna go to 6. I mean, I don't think it's going to 7. So it's either Warriors are going to freaking destroy them, or somehow Dallas is going to continue this momentum that they're running and finish out in 6.
It's going to be tough. I mean, I didn't think the Suns were going to beat them, or the Suns were going to get beat. I just don't think anyone's beating the Warriors right now.
I had Suns winning it all.
No, yeah, me too. Well, no, I had Suns going to the finals, but I don't think the Warriors can get beat by the Mavs right now compared to, again, how much power that the Mavs have on their team compared to what the Warriors have.
Yeah, but we thought
I put Steph, Clay, Poole over anybody on their team. Other than Luka. Well, Luka's like by far.
I was saying
Luka I'll put over.
It's gonna be Stephen Curry, Luka to me.
Yeah.
Luka's just
Luka's
inside, outside, dunking. He's just a
he's the next generation of talent that's already here. Yeah,
he's
like
already,
him,
he's
Jaw,
already franchised.
Trey, Hero, all these people. But the Warriors, I just get, especially with their firepower, when everyone's hitting threes. Draymond Green on the other side, his defensive power. I mean, Wiggins even. I mean, you can't count any of them out. I think the Warriors will win that one. I don't even think it'll go 7. I say probably 6.
Right.
Like you were saying, I see 6 of them, and then they'll meet the Miami Heat in the finals. But that's how I think. Again, I was very surprised to see them Suns get beat like that. I did not think that was happening. And then of course there's always that excuse. It's Chris Paul lifting off the floor. He's always hurt. It's every year. Every year that happens, there's an excuse about Chris Paul.
There's an excuse for anything that happens.
That's just like, no, you just lost. Yeah. Straight up, you lost in Game 7 against his 5th consecutive Game 7 that he's lost. So
I'm Pat Bev drugged that man too.
yeah.
We'll get into that later, but Pat Bev drugged him.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, I mean that's the Eastern Conference, Western Conference. Again, Game 1 of Eastern Conference is happening right now, and then of course the West is tomorrow. So we're gonna continue on that, and we'll keep you updated on those because again the final starts June 2nd, and that's right around the corner. Yep. And that's when all the electric happens, and he says the Heat's gonna be in it. So we'll keep you updated.
I hope so.
But that's the episode, and hopefully we gave you guys a good kind of gist around everything that's happening, football, basketball. I guess we're going to try to start getting into some different sports here coming up. Maybe it's college football because that's more around the corner of the NFL. And we always like hitting on that. And but thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to us. As he said, we're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast.
Yep.
We do have a Twitter page now, and hopefully you guys can go into that. We do have, of course, Instagram. Facebook. Anything? Facebook.
Everywhere. We on all social media platforms.
Check us out. Like I said, if you can't watch us, listen to us. Because we try to upload those every day. I mean, every week that we're doing it in. TikTok. We got a TikTok too, if you guys are on TikTok. But again, we appreciate it. You got anything else?
Maybe it.
All right. See ya.